Axl Rose was gone for years and no one knew where he had gone. But in 2025, at age 63, he returned to the stage looking very different. Inside his $5 million Malibu mansion, he has been hiding several things: a collection of expensive supercars, a recording studio no one discusses, and a troubling past that took therapists years to uncover. He faced serious challenges, including threatening suicide on his wedding night and collapsing on stage in Buenos Aires. The man who once dominated rock and roll now lives in a world that most fans will never see. Early trauma, a childhood shattered by abandonment and abuse. William Bruce Rose Jr. was born on February 6, 1962, in a small hospital in Lafayette, Indiana. His mother, Sharon Lintner, was only 16. His father, William Rose Sr., was 20 and known in town as a troubled delinquent. Sharon did not plan the pregnancy and was still in high school when she had him. 2 years later, in 1964, William Sr. disappeared without a word. Sharon never spoke of him again, leaving Axl, still a young child, without any knowledge of his father. She remarried quickly. Her new husband, Stephen Bailey, was a strict Pentecostal preacher who adopted Axl and changed his name to William Bruce Bailey Jr. For the next 15 years, Axl thought Stephen was his birth father. At 17, Axl found insurance papers that revealed his last name was Rose. This was the first clue that the man he called Dad was not his biological father. This discovery shattered him and sparked deep mistrust of others. Axl later learned that his birth father, William Rose Sr., had kidnapped him when he was just 2 years old. Although he was too young to understand back then, vivid memories of the abuse resurfaced in therapy years later. Growing up under Stephen Bailey's strict and brutal rule, Axl learned to deal with a harsh home life filled with strict rules and violence. This environment messed with his sense of safety and trust, especially towards women. At age 5, Axl joined the church choir, showing off his beautiful voice. However, the church was hypocritical, and he often faced punishment for questioning their teachings. The psychological scars from his childhood lingered. A big revelation in 1976 changed everything. Stephen Bailey was not his birth father, and William Rose Sr. had abandoned him. Axl lost control, tearing up furniture in anger, which led to a stay in an institution and a prescription for lithium. Doctors called it manic behavior, but Axl felt he experienced emotions more intensely. By 15, he formed a band named Axl, playing covers in dive bars in Lafayette. In 1978, after a fight, he was arrested for public intoxication. This arrest marked the start of over 20 arrests from 1977 to 1982 for fights and disorderly conduct, nearly getting him expelled from high school. In 1979, false rape accusations led him to attempt suicide. After this, he withdrew from school, even though he was doing well academically, and worked at a grocery store to save money to escape. During this time, Axl had a complex 6-year relationship with Gina Seiler. She introduced him to drugs and showed him the complexities of love and fear. At 18, he hitchhiked to Los Angeles with just $50 and a guitar, following his friend Izzy Stradlin. In Los Angeles, he faced homelessness and danger, but persevered. He stated that when the world took everything away, he truly became a musician. Rise to fame, forming Guns N' Roses and The Road to Chaos. June 1983, Axl Rose, Izzy Stradlin, and Chris Weber started a band called Hollywood Rose. They played 5 tracks at the Troubadour, but the band fell apart quickly due to fights and financial issues. Drummer Rob Gardner left due to financial difficulties, and by 1984, the band was done. March 26, 1985. Guns N' Roses had their first show at the Troubadour. The lineup changed. Ole One left after 1 gig, and Tracy I. Guns quit after 2 months. June 6, 1985. Slash and Steven Adler joined the band. 2 days later, they faced a tough tour to Seattle, where their van broke down, and they hitchhiked for 40 hours with their guitars. They missed shows and slept on floors, but kept going. March 26, 1986. A year after their debut, Geffen Records signed them for $250,000 with a $75,000 advance. Slash spent most of his share on heroin. No managers wanted to take them on because they were too unpredictable. A&R rep Tom Zutaut asked his friend Alan Niven for help to sign them, saying, "This could end my career." Niven agreed, and they moved forward. January 1987. They recorded Appetite for Destruction at Rumbo Recorders in 2 weeks. finishing in March with a budget of $370,000. Producer Mike Klink worked long hours while Axl recorded his vocal line by line, taking over a month. During the recording of Rocket Queen, Axl had Adler's girlfriend come in to make authentic sounds for the track, which angered Adler. Band tensions were high, but they kept rising. July 21, 1987, Appetite was released, debuting at number 182 on the Billboard chart. It went unnoticed at first, but Sweet Child O' Mine shot it to number 1 within a year. Axl wrote the lyrics for Erin Everly, the daughter of Don Everly. She starred in the video, but their relationship turned sour. In 1994, Erin sued Axl for years of abuse, detailing incidents of physical harm and addiction struggles that left her hospitalized. August 20, 1988. At the Monsters of Rock Festival in England, 107,000 fans attended. 2 people died in the pit during their performance. Axl urged the crowd to calm down, but things got out of hand. The press blamed the band for failing to stop the chaos, but the problem stemmed from overcapacity and poor crowd control. Guns N' Roses had become known as the most dangerous band. By 1989, Appetite for Destruction had sold over 6 million copies in the US and 30 million worldwide by 2008. The original cover art was controversial, prompting Geffen Records to change it, symbolizing their defiant attitude. In October 1989, they opened for the Rolling Stones in Los Angeles, only to face trouble when Axl almost walked off stage over remarks about racism. The 1991 Riverport riot in St. Louis occurred when Axl, upset with security, left the stage early, resulting in injuries and damage. While working on Use Your Illusion I and II in the early 90s, production delays pushed back Axl's vocals. The albums eventually sold 14 million copies worldwide, but personal conflicts grew, including Axl's arrest for assault. Their Use Your Illusion tour made $60 million but was chaotic, especially during a show in Montreal where Axl was late and sparked a riot. Axl addressed childhood abuse in his song, The Garden. The death of actor River Phoenix in 1993 also hit him hard. After a 6-year break, they released Chinese Democracy in 2008. The reception was mixed and sales were disappointing despite significant investment. The Troubadour reunion in 2016 marked their first performance since 1993, leading to a successful Not in This Lifetime tour. However, Axl experienced vocal issues, leading to show cancellations. In 2025, they began the Because What You Want and What You Get are 2 completely different things World Tour, which included another onstage outburst from Axl in Buenos Aires, showing ongoing challenges within the group. Axl's Hidden World, Malibu Fortress, Supercars, and Quiet Giving. On April 27, 1990, Erin Everly opened her door to Axl Rose. He was distraught and said he would kill himself if she didn't marry him. She agreed, and they got married in Las Vegas within 24 hours. However, their marriage quickly became troubled, leading to an annulment by January 1991. Erin later filed a lawsuit, revealing she suffered from physical violence and emotional control by Axl. After Erin, Axl began dating Stephanie Seymour in 1991. Their engagement ended just weeks later, amid claims of assault and cheating from both sides. This led to lawsuits over jewelry and accusations of violence. In court, Stephanie said Axl hit her, while his sister claimed Stephanie pushed him too far. During his challenging relationships, Axl sought help through past life regression therapy. He believed he and Stephanie had lived past lives together, which explained his feelings of paranoia and his turbulent relationships. Axl was diagnosed with bipolar disorder in 1989, but refused to take lithium, saying it hampered his creativity. His sensitivity inspired his music, but also led to a chaotic life with extreme ups and downs and ongoing vocal cord issues. In 1992, Axl bought a $3.6 million mansion in Malibu for privacy and to escape his problems. His garage held high-powered cars that he drove alone to calm his mind. Despite his public persona, he donated a lot to charities like the American Red Cross and supported environmental causes, as well as his own foundation for underprivileged kids. He remained supportive of his original bandmates, like drummer Steven Adler, whom he helped during rehab. After many personal struggles, Axl made a comeback in 2025 at age 63. He looked healthier and revitalized, touring under the name Because What You Want and What You Get are 2 completely different things. In September 2025, he launched a graphic novel series called Axl Rose. appetite for destruction, set in a neon cyberpunk world. He continued to perform and mentor young musicians, facing a frustrating moment on stage in Buenos Aires that went viral, not from ego, but out of a wish for perfection. Axl Rose's life reflects struggles, change, and determination. Behind his Malibu home, he shows that the spirit of Guns N' Roses continues. What do you think of Axl's journey? If you find this interesting, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more stories. Thanks for watching.